Hi everyone, this is Sharon. Welcome to my channel. I thought I would do something a little different today. We are going to visit an old friend. Since everyone seems to be doing tall, skinny journals these days, I thought I would share with you my very first tall, skinny journal. And when I say skinny, I mean really skinny. It's only 2 inches wide. This is one I made 5 years ago. And a viewer asked me about it recently. I don't know if she saw it. This actually was published in Somerset Studio Magazine in 2019. But anyway, I thought, well, I'll dig that out and just do a little flip through of it since she was asking about it. I've never done a video on this particular journal before. So what I thought I'd do was just kind of step through and give you my thought process on the making of this. So this really came about because I had 2 old dictionary spines. I don't remember how I acquired them. I only had the spines, not the books. I had this one that I used for the front cover and this one that I used for the back cover. And I initially thought, well, I'll just make some bookmarks out of them or something like that. And then one day it hit me, I don't know, I think it was on Pinterest. I saw like an old Asian type manuscript or journal, and it was all loose leaf, just loose pages, and it was bound together with some string. And I thought, oh, I could make something like that with my skinny little spines. So that's what I decided to do. So I've got it. It's all wrapped up. The pages are not bound to each other. They're just bound into this whole packet, kind of, with the front and back cover. So what I did was I got this string and I wound it to all 4 corners. But this is something that I found as well. It's just an old piece from an old office file folder. And this is the original clasp that was on it. So I just cut it to size to fit my front cover. And then I used the string that was on there to wind it all the way around and keep everything together. But here's the front cover, and it's pretty tatty and worn. I put this title on there called Roots, and the reason I called this journal Roots is because I used a lot of transfer images of postcards that are from Wisconsin and the surrounding area of where I lived. So I just thought that was fitting. And so I just did some collaging on this front cover. And the reason I wanted to talk about this as well is I made another one like this, only in larger size. But sometimes for those of you who maybe don't want to tackle binding a journal together, these loose leaf journals really are kind of fun. And they give you so much freedom because the pages are loose. You can take one out at a time. And if you're using it as an art journal or something, you can take it outside to sketch or watercolor or whatever you want to do with it, write, and then just bring it back and insert it in. It also gives you the flexibility to interchange your pages and put them in whatever order you want to. Now, I made my pages from these old time cards, and they have these really pretty borders on them. I just cut them to size. They're about 2 inches by 9.5 tall. I did number mine, so I took a stamp and I numbered every single page. I've got 20 pages. And this is very much, I would say, a mixed media art journal. I did a lot of mixed media, and as I was going through it, I thought, well, I really kind of missed that. I should be doing some more of that again. So it's pretty heavily collaged with lots of different elements, and I'll just kind of go through every page so you can see. And I don't know, I think I need to back out a little bit so you can see the full page. Okay, now I've got something in the way here. What is it? Okay, I better leave it right there. Okay, I'll just keep them down toward the table. So here you can see I've, done some stenciling, and I used old pieces of ephemera and book parts and old painted pieces, and just collage those up on each page. And then on the back sides, I did these image transfer of old postcards. And so it's got a lot of postcard images on the backs of each one. This is a real pressed fern that I added. Old newspapers. I really incorporated lots of different kinds, lots of washi tape. So it might just give you an idea of how to do something a little more creative, a little more artsy perhaps. And I also did a lot of stamping on these. This is actually a stamp that I have. I used a lot of old scrapbooking paper as well, some sewing paper, and just really had fun collaging these. They're a nice, manageable, small size, so that was kind of fun too. I can get these in the right order here. Okay, page 6. Love these old like lake scenes. And on almost every page, I think I did like stenciling with paste. Here, I took a vintage photo that I had laying around for quite a while and just put it on this one. Used an old button and some fabric on there. Old letters and old book pages. So it's a fun way to maybe put together some experimentation, different techniques maybe that you want to try when it comes to mixed media collage. I like this photo of these guys up on the telephone pole. Or if you want to try out different stencils just to see how they work. Here I used some cheesecloth on there for a little bit of texture. Some map images. I think I was digging through my scrap boxes when I put these together. I like how these time cards are punched out on the side too. It makes every page just a little bit different shape. Here I used a stamp. This is actually a piece of washi. I still have that roll. And what I like about these transfer images is you can see the lines and the printing on the time card right through those. So it really gives it some depth when you use the transfers. And my last page. So that is it. And this last page, again, was the other dictionary book spine. And I just stack them up like a deck of cards. Put my little thing on the front here, and then I just kind of wrap it around, give it a twist, and then I take it to the bottom, wrap it around that way, give it another twist, and then I wrap it around this way again and give it another little wrap, and that really holds the whole thing together really nicely. So I hope you found this little flip through maybe inspiring or a way to give you some ideas on perhaps different ways of binding your journals. Thank you for joining me. Until next time, bye-bye.